It was actually King Taksin who envisioned having to build a temple here. So here we are at Wat Arun, and Wat Arun actually means the Temple of Dawn. The temple is actually named after an Indian god called God of Dawn. Wat Arun was actually envisioned by King Taksin in 1768. It's actually hard to say which temple in Bangkok is the most beautiful, but Wat Arun is known for its riverside location and has a really dazzling design. It actually has design features and structures of the Khmer style pagoda. It's actually a 70-meter tall pagoda and is decorated with tiny pieces of colored glass and Chinese porcelain that's delicately placed into different kinds of patterns. You'll see sculptures of Chinese soldiers and animals decorated at the base of the Grand Pagoda. You'll also be able to climb to the middle level of the Grand Pagoda, and that's where you'll be rewarded with the beautiful Khao Phraya River, as well as the Grand Palace in Wat Po on the opposite bank of the river. The admission price for entry is 50 baht, but there is a couple of things that you need to be aware of as well. It's actually frowned upon to wear clothing that exposes your skin, especially above your knees. So you want to wear a pair of jeans for males and a long dress for females. They'll most likely not let you into the area unless you're dressed in a respectful manner. Wat Arun is actually a private temple of King Rama II, and some of his ashes are actually kept under the main Buddha image. Good morning everyone, this is Ron and Blue. And today we are going to go to some temples. There's a number of temples here in Bangkok, but we're going to probably go to Wat Po and Wat Arun. There's the Grand Palace as well, but we thought maybe we'd save that for another time. But we're really looking forward to going to these temples. So we decided to go to Wat Arun, and this is where you get off. Right behind me is Wat Arun. So it took us roughly about 20 minutes to get here by MRT. It's pretty accessible. We walked a little bit, but if you take a look at the temples in the background there, you see the tips of the temples there jutting right into the sky. So it looks very beautiful. So we're just gonna walk over to it and look at it in more detail. Come along with us. It's really strange when you walk through the streets. You don't expect the area to have this huge temple right in front of it. It's an interesting clash between the modern streets there and the ancient. But the area does require you to wear jeans. I had to switch out. It's to show respect while you're walking through the temples here. But although it is pretty hot, with long pants, you just have to wear them for a short period of time, and it's actually worth having to wear it. But you have to be kind of careful climbing up these stairs. They're quite steep, so mind your step as you're walking up. But this is a pretty interesting temple here. Just the way that it's designed. Had these porcelain, Chinese porcelain on the walls, and it's a nice little breeze coming through as well. It was actually King Taksin who envisioned having to build a temple here. So You saw the river, which we'll eventually see on the other side there. But it's beautifully designed. But it does look as though all four corners of this temple look identical. So depending on what section of this temple you are at, the angles of the sun and also the views are very much different. So it's a beautiful place to see if in the sunset. But you can see in the distance there, the river is just over there. There's another temple right across the river there. I believe that's Wat Arun, but it's a very beautiful view. And because the corners are kind of identical, you kind of lose a sense of direction of where you are. So I've been whipping around this area maybe 2 or 3 times. Well, trying to find a really nice shot, I guess. It all depends on the sun angle, but it's a very good spot for Instagram, I would say. And just to show off some pictures to your friends and family. What I highly suggest you do is if you have a good hour or so, well, some people will probably walk around this area for a good 20 minutes or so, just because it is kind of similar when you walk around it. But if you take a look at all of the details on the walls and just the little parts of art that you see, it's you can probably spend a good hour or so here. There isn't really a lot of people who come in. We actually came here right at the opening at 8:30 a.m. and paid our 50 baht. And I think the crowd is kind of building here. So I highly suggest you come here early so you can get those good shots without any people to get in the way.